Market option episode. In today's episode, we're going to be browsing through the stock options table looking for where we can find mispriced options. And we're basically setting up plays to see how we're going to take advantage of the stock market in the week coming up. Today is Saturday. So today we are doing our study. We're making game plans for the week coming up, checking out options tables, possibly swing trades. Let's get into it. So, first stock we're looking at is Nvidia. We're scamming through the Nvidia options tables, and we're just trying to see if we see any mispriced options. So, for instance, Nvidia yesterday came down 45. So let's just look at the 45 puts real quick. I'm gonna check the 45 puts. We see we have some activities. Rising up lows, checking out the 5-minute, 5-day chart. So just getting a bigger picture of the option. So you can see the option was up around here at this time, probably around this day. When it came up to this high. So let's look at the 50. So I'm thinking if Nvidia can go on a nice little run, we might be able to see the highs of 55. Because yesterday we had just a bullish. We had a gap down, and then the gap just recovered. So if the markets are bullish, we can see Nvidia possibly, coming up to this 155 area. That's kind of the area I would be expecting. We have some support down around here, the 153 level. So we could look at the 155 calls. So these are trading. They hit a low of 70 cents in the past 10 days. 5 days, yeah. So they're kind of been hanging out around here, this little area. And if these get in the money, these will probably get around $3, depending on how much we get in the money with time. So say we get into the money on these 55s. If we buy these, say on Monday, and by by a few days, say Tuesday or Wednesday, if this was a swing trade and these got in the money, these 155 calls would probably be up around this area. So that'd be probably 100% gain on your money right there. If it was to go in our direction on a bull run, we do have the hour the bull cross, so that's looking good. Because going into Friday, a lot of the stocks were having the bearish momentum cross down on the 1-hour charts. So you can probably think MU is following. As you can see, MU is following that bullish reversal. So these stocks could be good. The chip makers, seeing the chip makers, the MU could possibly get up to fill this gap around $40. So let's look at MU options, 40 calls. Yeah, so these can get up here. These are trading at lows of, let's say, 50 cents at the highs and 30 cents, 20 cents at the low. So in this little trading range, we did get the little breakout because it was kind of coming down with this follow through. So if MU was the breakout, we can see these 40 calls looking really healthy. As of right now, they're trading around 45 cents. And that is what, $1, $2, $1.50 move. So paying $50 to make $1 move to get in the money and have 100 shares of MU moving at intrinsic value for us. That's a good move in my opinion, to come up here and fill that gap up here, right around here, all the way up to 42. Even the 42 calls are very cheap. These are trading at 10 to 5 cents. Go up to 50 cents, all the way up to 90 cents and $1. So MU looks like those could be good. We can also look at the bearish side too. We don't want to give the bearish side away. So we're going to have to zoom out 1 days. So we can see MU possibly coming down to 34s. Have some supports down here at 34s. And if we crack that, then we can go all the way back down to the 28s, but we're not going to go that far. But if we look at some 30 34 puts. Let's look at 30. Now we can actually come up a little closer. Let's say these 36s. These are actually really cheap. So 36, 37s. Click at the 36, 37 puts. These have been pretty much very more volatile than the other ones. Go to there, zoom out. So yeah, these ones actually have more room to go. So these are probably priced in that they're not going to make that move. So let's look at the 37s. 37 puts. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So MU, this is what the put side would look like if it came down to this 34 level, and these would definitely be higher because it hasn't been in this 34 level. This was just to come down from off of this highs up here down to here. Oh no, that's the daily chart. My bad. I'm gonna go to 5 minute. Okay, here we go. That looks more clear. All right. So yeah, MU's just been kind of trading in this little range, looking for another move. So yeah, if we can get back up, if we can get lower, then yeah, these contracts will definitely go up higher. So these are the 36s, 37s. These are trading 20 cents, and yeah, these are weeklies. So these expire this week. So 6 days for the contracts. I want to look at Tesla. Yeah, we can look at Tesla. Because Tesla looks like it's about ready to break out of this little range we have right here. So let's look at some Tesla calls and puts. So Tesla calls on Mondays would probably be, let me see, on the left side of calls. So these 290s, these are kind of expensive right now. So we're going to zoom out. It's all about what kind of account size you have. So if you want to, I'm not trading these 800s, 700s, 400s. I might trade these 200s and 300s because the potential of these to move, if we do get a move, then these are going to come up. But if they don't, then you're not going to lose as much. Say if you buy this $800 and it comes down to say $500, compared to if you buy this $131 call and it comes down to 80 cents. So you lost like $50 compared to losing like $300. So on Monday, we would probably come around here and look for probably this 305, which is $200. And these have the potential of running up to say about 4. If you get the Tesla was to break out and get back up to 305, then these would be a steal. All of these contracts down here would be a steal for the call side, but that is a huge move. So I would say about the 288 ranges if you wanted to get in the money. But like I said, those are going to be expensive. And the put side on Tesla would probably be these. I would probably just go for the 250s off top and then move forward. So these 260s, the open interest on the 250s are really good. So the put side could come up if Tesla was to come down, and we are at the top of this channel. So if we are going to stay in this trading range, we could come back down here, pick up the calls, buy the puts up here, depending on what kind of trend we have. We have to wait to see what's going to happen on the markets on Monday. I want to go over one more stock. I'm just combing through these options live, showing you guys what we do over the weekend. Maybe a few more stocks. I'm going to go over Microsoft and JD. We'll go over Microsoft and JD and Roku. I'm going to go over Roku too, real quick. So Microsoft 108 trading range got to this 110 spot. So the call side would probably be up in here in this 112 range. 112 range, we do have some heavy support at this 110. So if we did come back down to this 108, so we could look at the 108 Microsoft puts. Zoom into the 5-day. Zoom this in to the 2-hour, 2-day, 1 hour. Get a little closer. So yeah, we got this little range right here, 108, 113. Options right here need to come up. So if the stock was to drop, these options are trading around 40 cents. We could probably see them get back up anywhere up to $1 if they were to get in the money, of course. And if they were to drop a lot lower, then yes, these options would go up to about $2. So if you think Microsoft is bearish, then we can anticipate these 108 puts. This is what I would like because these are in the cheaper range, the 40 cents. Keep your risk tight. And for the call side, we would go for probably 112s, 112s or the 113s. 50 cents, $1.20, the 113s. I like these 113s because if Microsoft does get up in this trading range, I don't see why it would stop because just looking at the chart, we could always have a pullback, but if this is just going to continue the uptrend, then these could actually be a great swing trade. These 113s. So if you think Microsoft is going to continue the uptrend, you can get these for 28 cents and ride them all the way up to about $1.25. You understand where I'm coming. So let's look at the percentages on that. That would be a 500% play if you were to ride these Microsoft calls out. If they were to go uptrend for the next few days, and was the sell at the top. Going to look at JD. JD is kind of showing this downtrend. We were looking to fill this gap up here at this 28 zone and never got up there. It's just been coming down. So if we were to come down and see these 25s where it holds support, we can maybe see this 26 probably down to the 25.50. So I would look at the 26 puts. The 26 puts are trading around 25 cents, but if JD was to go up, these are going to come down very hard. They're going to crash. So say JD was to go to 28, these 26 puts are going to be toast. Now, if we look at the 20s, if the 25s, yes, same thing. So the 25s actually have a little bit more tighter range. So if you're buying them for 11.9 cents, they're going to come down to about 5 cents. And if they were to go up, if JD stock was to come down, then these are actually going to make a big move. So these will come up to about 50, 70 cents. So 11 cents up to about 50 cents. If JD stock comes down to this 25 range, these might even get a little bit more expensive because we can see the in the monies right now are trading about 86 cents. So I would say about around this range, which would be almost 1,000% play. And Roku has been making moves. Roku is doing its own thing. So on Roku, we're going to go to the 5-minute to zoom in close. I actually want to clear this chart out. Clear drawing set. It's getting a little messy. So we got some support down here. We do go up to this chart up here, which is that top heavy support. And now we're going to try to get an analysis. We had hit this bottom at 65, 66. Let's look at the Roku puts and the calls. So if this stock's going to run up, we have this top. It's actually getting very close to the top all-time high. So if we do break up here, then we can see of course, continuation. But I would be surprised if we don't see some pullbacks around this area. Small pullbacks, then we're going to keep going. Big pullbacks, and we're going to come see down, probably back down to where we're at right now, or down to the 66 level. If we don't get the run up, then we might just get straight pullback, depending on what's going on with the markets. But Roku has been doing its own thing, like I said. So let's look at the calls overall because the calls are actually in our favor. Roku is uptrending. So the 70, these are a little bit more expensive. So we would want to come to the 70. Actually, we would probably want to play a little closer. So The top of here is 75. We would want to get probably these 74s. This is the area I would be looking at, 74s or 73s. So these are actually pretty volatile, so you need to be careful on the Rokus. So maybe 1 or 2 contracts max that's how I would trade this. So we can see we coming up, and we're coming up right here, and the lows were about $1.25 up to 150 cents. And if the calls are going to go up, then these probably are going to shoot up depending on how high we get. So if we get to 73, then these will probably get to about, I would say, $2-3. That's the range I would be looking for. So these contracts, Roku's gonna need to make a bigger move for us to see a bigger push in these contracts. But these contracts are gonna gain value. So this looks more clear, these 73.5s. And let's look at the put side, because Roku did come down and touch 67s. And the puts actually look cheaper just off the gate. So 71, 69, 66s. So I'm gonna look at these 68s. And these 68s have the potential to go from 90 cents. So these actually look more on the favor side since Roku did make that run up. But if Roku is to uptrend, then these puts are going to just keep coming down, of course. So these 68s, if Roku is to come test back down around this 60, if these are to get in the money, these are going to go from $1 up to about $2.50, $3, depending on how much confirmation of the trend we have. And that is going to do it for the day. I think I showed you guys all the stocks. We went over JD. We went over Tesla. We didn't go over Amazon, but I'm just going to show you the stock. Amazon is in its buy range that I have right here. So we're going to see if we break down. Amazon contracts are usually expensive on Mondays. So these might not actually be in play unless you're going to come all the way out here and look for something on the cheaper end. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm combing through the options. I'm showing you guys how I'm looking at the charts over the weekends, trying to find the edge. This video is a little long, but thank you for watching.